So the Nirguna had a son called Saguna. And Saguna also was too big for us to fathom. So Saguna said, let me make myself available to myself as the Atma itself. What is this? We say that religions are different, but they're not. Because this is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So the way back to true understanding is through the Atma. Because we are in what? We are spiritual. Many people say we are spiritual, but their spirituality is not about spirit. You see? So if your profession was a food reviewer, but you never visited a restaurant, then would we be a food reviewer? No, isn't it? So if we are spiritual, but we live in our heads alone, and we don't actually visiting the spirit is His grace, but if our primary intent of our life is not to live in the light of spirit, to come to Atma Darshan, then what is the spirituality? So everything that is spiritual in nature must lead to spirit itself. It must lead to the transformation of our antakarna, of our soul into Atma itself, into spirit itself. All right? And that is why the sages have told us uh, Shravana, Manana, and then nothing, no? Yeah. Or lectio, uh, meditatio, oratio, and then nothing. Is it like that? Nothing? Well, in a way, nothing. No thing. Right? Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Yeah. Lectio, contemplation, meditatio, oratio, and contemplatio. All spiritual paths bring us to this point of remaining in the inner stillness. And if you're a Zen Buddhist, then many times they don't tell you the steps, they'll just say be empty. Or like Papaji used to say, be quiet. You see, what is the problem with that? It's mostly misunderstood. If somebody just comes and you say, be empty, uh, God's grace, it could work, but it's rare. That's why the sages, in their mercy, gave us the steps to follow. Uh, but we must not forget about the main step. We took this, I've always said eating, cooking and eating. You can't just keep cooking and never eat. But last time also this example came that the the spiritual momentum of the steps of our sadhana then put us into Atma's orbit. But if we don't stay there and we come back, crash back into the ground, then there's very little point to the sadhana. Of course, our sadhana initially will be like we learning to launch. It's not that Atma Darshan, click, you know. But so initially we could spend a few years learning how to bring our collect all our faculties and bring them to the presence of the Atma within, which itself is a very holy gift we can give to ourselves. But once we learn, then we must learn to stay. Because here is where the Atma lives, the spirit lives.